scientists at the United States Air Force Academy, and when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Judicials ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Air Force Falcons offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Falcons are marching down the field. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Finding open areas. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up. Goes to the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
You know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Judicials offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for the whole length of a game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Falcons send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the option. Fights off the defender. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Finds his tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Judicials will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot.
Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Air Force. Great job by the back on the option.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 4 over Missouri. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's a hit. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
The Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's pulled. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's up to 55 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Gives it on the option. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. trying to pick it up on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And now this offense will take the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to let it go. He's got it down the right side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Judicials are rolling down the field. On the option. He'll toss it. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. The Judicials are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the fullback. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Judicials.
No monkey business. 1st down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, though.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Right back to the well. There he goes. He's now up to 70 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. The give to the back. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. On the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Falcon! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Liberty.
Got a man. It's O'Neal.
We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on 2nd down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The option look. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Buying some time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Judicials come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's made. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. The Judicials kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. On the option. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Judicials, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Goes to the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Under fire. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Plows through the defense.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch. The Judicials will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's long. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Falcons have their offense in high gear. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Using his legs, it's O'Neal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He now has 115 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Quarterback on the keeper. Stumbled to the ground. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. On the option. Now the pitch. Across the 10. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. He'll ride his man on the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. Quick step and go. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Air Force. And the stomping has commenced.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.